Hey there, it's Pete with GCI Turf. Hope you're having a great day today. This is going to be a quickie because, as you can see, it's about to rain a little bit and we need to get this done. Lots of grassy type weeds, some old ryegrass. Oh, this is a ball field, by the way. Two of them side by side. I've already done the video on the grading work on the infield. Not completely sure if the other field grading work is even posted yet. I'll have to look and see if it hadn't. I'll try and post that. But we're out here doing the grass work now. As I was saying, a little bit of Dallas, a little bit of crab, some broadleaf here and there. Pretty much a plethora of all different kind of things, Lespedeza. But we do have quite a bit of Bermuda in here. So the objective of today is to break this ground up. You can see it is absolutely rock hard. You can see by the cracking in the ground. So I've got the aggravator. It's a big brother to the Aeravtor. The tines are longer, thicker, and it goes deeper and wider pretty much. And it's a heavier implement, so you can run at a little bit better ground speed. So just put down a fertilizer on this. Now we're going to aggravate it and break ground, and then we're going to come back and put the Bermuda grass seed, the GCI Turf Alpha Elite, right on top, and that's it. We're going to leave. Don't bury the Bermuda seed. It's right on top. Now, what about the weeds and what about the rye and all that? Well, it's a little bit of a special circumstance. We had to leave as much cover as possible because they're playing ball, and if I come in here and sprayed this out, it'd be an absolute mess, and he didn't want that. So we're going to let the Bermuda, this new Bermuda is going to come in. Once it comes in, once he mows it 2 or 3 times, and the new Bermuda, the Alpha Elite, gets rocking and rolling, then we'll come in and spray out and clean up everything. But we got to mow it at least 2, 3, I'm going to probably even go 4 times. So maybe closer toward the end of the year before we get to do that and clean it up. But the goal here is a long-term goal. It's not an immediate fix. Okay, this isn't like a normal renovation where you come in, smoke everything off, level, seed down, grass up, and everything's hunky-dory. This is where you have to improvise and do things in a little bit different order in order to work with the client. Here's some more Bermuda, a bunch of big patches of Bermuda. So I'm telling you what, man, when this aggravator hits all this, that stuff's gonna run like it's stolen something. This right here is a strip in between the 2 ball fields, and you know, this is where parents hang out and that kind of thing. And you can see right and left, bunch of common Bermuda. So I'm basically putting the fertilizer in the bare spots, and of course I'm fertilizing the common as well. And I'm going to aggravate all this stuff as well. That way that Bermuda will just creep and crawl and fill in all this right here for him. See the difference in this side over here and this side over here. And look at what that thing's doing, man. Holy cow! I thought the Aeravtor was bad to the bone. It don't hold a candle to this thing. I'm really glad I went with the 6-foot option, and I had the 8-foot option, and that was just too dang big for my setup here, and the tractor can handle it. The problem was hauling it down the road from job to job. It was just too wide. So I swapped the 8-footer out for the 6-footer, and I'm real glad I did. It kind of makes it nimble, I can get in a little, bit of tighter areas and that kind of thing. So you guys sit right here, and I'm gonna try my best not to run over you. can't get over how this is rock hard ground, and I mean when you walk on it, it is soft. That is crazy how this thing works, man. Look at that right there. And of course, it ain't new to me. I mean, I've had Aeravators for years, but this right here is just a different level of penetration. Well, I got my fingers crossed that wall don't give out. Lord have mercy. Woohoo! So far so good. I reckon whoever built it did a pretty good job. Well, here we are on the second field, and you see it's going pretty quickly. I actually can't get over how fast this thing is. I think my ground speed's probably somewhere around 2 miles an hour, maybe 2.5 roughly. So I'm really impressed. Sorry to seem a little bit rushed in this video. It's because I was a little bit rushed. The rain was about to get me. And the last little portion of the video is a little light sprinkle coming down. So I had to get with it. Basically, in a nutshell, field needs a lot of work as far as the turf grass goes in the outfield areas. So when to break ground, relieve some compaction, soften things up a little bit, put down a starter fertilizer with this, and then seeded right on top with the Alpha Elite GCI Turf Bermuda grass seed. And now the only thing that is left is water. It's all about the water at this point. With Bermuda grass seed, you want to leave it on top, and you want to keep it as moist, even to the point of almost being wet, as you possibly can. The client was asking me, how long should I water? And we kind of went through some general recommendations based on his sprinkler setup. But in general, an area this big, it's going to be very, very difficult to overwater it. Obviously, unless you get a lot of rain during the time period when you're trying to water the new seed. So just be sure with Bermuda grass seed to keep it almost to the point of being wet. So game plan is to get the Bermuda grass seed in, get it up and running, and then probably later this year, we'll come in and do a cleanup, weed control, and get everything cleaned up. And then it'll sit idle over winter. And then when the Bermuda grass wakes up again next year, probably break ground again, aerate or slice it or aeravate it or aggravate it or something to encourage it to grow and spread, and do another good heavy fertilizer on it, and then push it hard, and hopefully to get to fill in and get 100% or close to 100% coverage. That way we can then look at doing a sand level and getting the playing surface smoothed out. So again, sorry to rush on this video. The weather was not in my favor, so I had to get with it. So as always, I appreciate you taking time out of your day to watch. I will check you later.